Hello, this is Danny Merrill in Tucson, Arizona. My email address is Danny, D-A-N-N-Y, Marrow, M-A-R-R-O-W, @gmail.com. If you want to speak to me face-to-face with a good audio and video on your computer by Skyping, you'd have to type in William D. Marrow, M-A-R-R-O-W, Jr., Tucson, Arizona, United States of America, and then type in my Skype ID, which is Danny, D-A-N-N-Y, Marrow, M-A-R-R-O-W. My cell phone is 520-390-1393. What I want to talk to you about today is what is really happening in America. When Barack Obama was first elected as President of the United States of America, this was a mistake because people voted for him because he was an alleged black person. He is not a black American by the wildest stretch of the imagination. And I want to refresh your memory on history. The question is this: how did Hitler get the names and addresses of the Jews in Germany? Well, he had them register. That's how he got their addresses, names, phone numbers, if any, and so forth. Well, that registration process cost the Jewish people in Germany 6 million lives of Jews in concentration camps. How did Stalin register all the enemies of the state of Russia? Basically the same process. They got the names, phone numbers, addresses, if there was phone numbers, of all enemies of the state. Anyone that spoke against communism was deported to Siberia, was arrested, murdered, tortured, and put in an insane asylum by the millions, and so forth and so on. And how did Mussolini get control of Italy? Basically the same process. When Barack Obama was elected as president, if you search, you will find that I have a YouTube, that he is a former Muslim, that his father was a communist, and that he subscribed to communism and socialism as a answer to the poor in America. And he immediately gave away cell phones to people that couldn't buy one. Barack Obama is a traitor to the United States of America. Hillary Clinton is a traitor to the United States of America. Susan Rice is a traitor to the United States of America. Vice President Biden is a traitor to the United States of America. And this is the truth. Here you have a United States government agency and agencies that in the name of security against terrorism has now processed into a system of hundreds of millions of American citizens who have done nothing against the government, who are not guilty of any crime, and who have not tried to overthrow the government by force, but they've tried to have people rally against the government. Every federal person involved in this crime should be fired. We need to pass a law with a Congress that doesn't know anything about the Constitution, apparently, and doesn't know anything about law, apparently, We need to get rid of the Congress and the Senate and pass a law that no federal employee who is paid by taxpayers' money is exempt from being fired and prosecuted for a crime against the state, a crime against the people of America, because this is exactly what these people have done. Hillary Clinton lied about Libya. She's the boss. Barack Obama lied about Libya. Ambassador Susan Rice lied about Libya. And now you've got this National Security Organization lying, and has been since 2004 or 6 or 7, about accumulating names and addresses and phone numbers and emails on citizens of the United States of America. No federal agency in the United States of America should do anything without a warrant. Without a warrant to search into people's private life for a crime that has been committed. I was a deputy sheriff myself many years ago. I know what it means to secure a warrant, to take to court, to arrest a person and take them to court, and then to testify against them in court based on evidence against them that they committed a crime. But no, under Barack Hussein Obama, the traitor to the U.S. government, who can hold the hands of a Russian diplomat on television, but the hand that he held on the Russian diplomat's hand, the same hand, is a clenched fist against innocent American citizens who have committed no crime. I repeat, American citizens who have committed no crime. Barack Hussein Obama and his thugs have taken the Constitution of the United States and used it as toilet paper. That's what their opinion is of the Constitution of the United States. The same thing is all the way through. He forced this law against equal marriage upon American citizens, between lesbians, between homosexuals. He forced this law against health care, which is higher than any other, and many people are not going to accept it, and they're now laying off people. He's done everything he can to turn the United States of America into a socialist state, ultimately a communist state, where the government dictates everything to every citizen in the United States of America. Now, in the history of the world, it cost Italy thousands of dead Italians behind Mussolini. In the course of Hitler, it cost 6 million Jews in Germany to be killed like pigs. It also cost 60 million people in a world war their lives, including thousands of United States military persons that went to fight against this Kraut in Germany. And then Stalin put in the insane asylum millions. He killed millions more of the Russians that opposed him. This is exactly what Barack Hussein Obama, Joe Biden, Hillary Clinton, Susan, the ambassador to the United Nations, this is exactly what they are doing. Where do the American people have their head other than in their rectum? Apparently they don't see and understand what is going on in the federal government in Washington, D.C. And here's another thing. We see former ambassadors get on TV. We see Bill O'Reilly and others talking. All they are doing is talking. We need action. 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 We need action against these despots in Washington, D.C. I don't care if they're in the Congress, the Senate, in the Oval Office, or who they are or what they are. They are destroying the United States of America. Now, is it going to end up, and I want to say what I'm going to say, is it going to end up in a second civil war? Is it going to end up in anarchy? Is it going to end up that our millions of soldiers that fought in World War I, World War II, Korea, and Vietnam, and Afghanistan, and Iraq, does it mean that these soldiers have got to pick up arms and now overthrow the government of the United States? Let me preface this. I am not a leftist. I am not a rightist. I belong to no organization and don't want to join any organization. But I'm telling you, my friends, my fellow Americans, you are sitting on a powder keg. You're sitting on a power keg. And if this erupts into a second civil war, which I believe is the direction that we're headed, McDonald's will be closed, your favorite eating restaurant will be closed, the beer taverns will be closed, the drug dealers cannot do drugs, the gasoline stations will be closed. You're not going to have any water, you're not going to have any electricity, you're not going to have any gas, you're not going to have any food. And all these journalists do, and others in the government, congressmen and senators, all they do is yap, yap, yap. I repeat, we need action before the country collapses totally. That's what we need. Who can stand up and issue an arrest warrant for Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama, Mr. Biden, and others, Susan Rice? Who can go and get a warrant and have them removed from office? Who can go get a warrant if the woman who said that she stands on the Fifth Amendment and she's not going to talk, well, arrest her and put her in jail. She can stand on the Fifth Amendment, locked up until she decides to talk. Nobody can do anything but run their mouth and think they've done something great for America. They've done nothing for America. They need to take every congressman, every senator that doesn't put his hand down on these people and have them arrested and have them fired. They need to be kicked out of office. Now, some of the leaders in this intrusion into a citizen's right under the United States Constitution, they retired. Oh, they were removed from their position, and they're on administrative leave. And some have not only were not fired, but they retired. So now they're getting their big money in retirement for destroying the United States of America. But the good news, they won't get away with it for long, because if the nation collapses, there's nobody going to be paying them their retirement. And Hillary Clinton, people are thinking that she's some great hero because she was responsible for contributing to the murder of the ambassador in Libya, 2 former SEAL members, and 1 State Department official. Maybe you don't know this. There were 2 SEALs who were working in a construction site near the embassy when it was attacked. And they ran and grabbed weapons from the Taliban and the terrorists and killed 60 terrorists. Just 2 guys, 2 ex-SEALs, killed 60 terrorists. Well, all they needed was maybe 2 more. They just killed all the terrorists attacking the embassy. What is wrong in America? What is wrong with a congressman? What is wrong with the senators? What is wrong with the governors, the mayors, the police chiefs of the police departments, and the police? What is wrong with the FBI? You got a guy, this head of the FBI, Eric Holder. He's as stupid as Barack Obama. Equally stupid. Maybe even worse than stupid. Here he gets before Congress and tells a bald-faced lie about the reporter from Fox News that he didn't know nothing about it. And yet he's the guy that signed for the subpoena or warrant for the gentleman that's a journalist. Ladies and gentlemen, I swear to you, you better wake up or you will live to see the nation of America turned into a socialist and then, as a result of evolvement, a communist state. And in a communist state, you have no rights. If you doubt it, there's plenty of Jewish people live in New York and Miami, Florida. Ask them what happened when they were imprisoned and their families were murdered in Germany. Ask Italians that lived in that time period what happened to their families that spoke against the state. Ask Russians in New York City whose families were incarcerated by Stalin, murdered by Stalin, thrown in insane asylums. And yeah, you sit back. We live in a great country. This is the greatest country on the earth, the most powerful country in the world. Lies! It's not the greatest country in the world. It's not the most powerful country in the world. And people in Washington, D.C., such as Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, Vice President Biden, Susan Rice, Eric Holder, are doing everything in their power to destroy the United States of America. Have a nice sleep, dummy.